Okay, here's the control on. Okay, I don't like opening too much. I'll come over here and try to view that everything working. Okay, see it all lit. Your lights light up and let you know what's bad. If the light ain't lit, you know it's bad. Okay, it's control. Let's walk around the machine real quick here. Once we're going to try to combine videos, I guess. Show the side. The side panel comes off to get to it, and it has a top control panel to get off too, so you can get to it. Here's the back. Okay, when this is burning, your lights flip on and off here. This is pretty simple looking here. I wouldn't want to touch there, but your relays and such. This looks like my hands vet over here. You can get a quick view of the hands vet over here. Okay, just a quick view of it wise. Okay, my hands vet, I've kept up on that machine, and that's pretty simple. So is this thing, it looks like. Okay, not had to work on it. Everything's working. It is as is, though. Okay, as you can see, look how clean this guy kept this thing. Look at this. His shop was clean, too. And I learned to run this thing in 4 hours. I got a little bit more to learn. Okay, we're just hooked up on a temporary down in here, running our juice. Here's his main plug ready to go to 3-phase here. I got it taped off just because we hotboxed into there. Okay, we have a fire extinguisher over here. Okay, that probably needs the Walmart $38.95 like for a new one. But this is an automatic fire extinguisher. You got sensitivity here, and it's some way it goes with the light here. Okay, and you got a sensitivity feeler, and here's the fire extinguisher. Don't know much about that. Okay, while we were over here, we got the ram, up and down ram here. Okay, the main ram, take it up and down, besides the one that travels here. Okay, that doesn't sound very neat, but it is. My hands vet does not have it. You got to either build up the work or build down the work some to use that hands vet over there. Okay, you got a filter down here. I've got them out for right now. Clean them. Filter here, filter here. Okay, we'll work our way around to the front here. Let's look at the machine itself. Okay, these gaskets seal. I've already ran this machine, so the gasket seal, look how clean. I did some cleaning up, not much. I've got a temporary electrode here clamped in. We're going to even, let's come down and do a touch off. I'm going to use the remote control here. Okay, and as you can see, I'm going to come down and spark. Well, let's feed ourselves closer.
All of it?
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to feed myself closer. Okay. There we go. Travel down. That's rapid. Okay. Let's slow her down here. Okay. Get ourselves closer. Now we're going to spark for Z0. Okay. As it sparks, she'll come down and touch herself. Now it's just jumping around until it finds the bottom. Now it knows. Okay. Z out. Z0. Okay, it's set. Now, start taking ourselves back up with the remote. Okay, let's put it in rapid. Get ourselves up. Okay, we're going to resume the video here. We're going to try to combine videos, I hope anyway, and show more of what goes on. But at this time, I can tell you, wrap it up, wrap it down. Okay, you have the, and this is rapid or slow here. This particular one is for indicating in your electrode, so it's perpendicular. Okay, spark coolant will be hitting on. We'll be bringing in the dielectric fluid. This is when you burn. You hit this burning and do it here on the remote, or you can do it up here on the control panel. Okay, and then turn it off. Okay, we're going to fill with coolant. Can you zoom? Did you zoom in on this closer? Okay. We'll go through some of the icons here first. Needless to say, a voltmeter and an amp meter. Okay, and as you can see, I'll try my right hand here with it. These are the program steps. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many programs you want to put in, or even do steps in the program. Say there's 6 steps in program number 2. Okay, as you program the item. Okay, those are the steps. That's amp. That's how much juice you're going to hit it with. This is how long it's off. Okay, once up to time on, that's how long it's burning. This is how long it's off of burning. This is high voltage. Gap. High voltage, that's if you want to really burn and get the job done. It's rougher, but you can do high voltage. Gap. How big a gap you got set between the electrode and the work. Okay. Servo's the pressure on the head here coming down. Okay. And then you got burn time down and time up, okay, as you set them. This will tell you over here, this icon tells you that's going on at the time. Here's your sound on. Here's whether your door is closed or not if the light comes up. Here you got fire, you got trouble. You got your automatic fire detector over there, and it'll start hitting it, I guess, with the foam, okay? This is that it's working. Here is your temperature, let you know. Here is the travel of the front ram here, over in here. Okay, that's down, that you're out of travel, and that's up, you're out of travel, okay? Absolute and incremental. Absolute's from the positive corner. Incremental is from the move. You made a 2-inch move to a 4-inch move. That's an increment from 2 to 4. Okay. Here is your control for the electrode. You see, you hit the left side of the stock and you hit the right side of the stock. Say it went 4 inches on the X it's showing. You just hit half. It'll change it to 2 inches. Here's the clear. Okay, it's just clearing out what you got going on. Memo. You got memory in here on your steps up here. Okay, memory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go to call it up, and it'll tell you down here, either load it, save it, or delete it. EDM DRO. This is either your direct readout when you're working with it, or when you're in EDM at the time, you put it on EDM. You can change this back and forth even while you're working. Home's home, like any computer. Just take yourself back home out of edit, more or less. Edit is going up and then editing this area up in here, and you'll see it's got a complete manuals here on how to run this machine, including electrical. It's pretty doggone sweet. It goes through everything. I learned to run this pretty well in 4 hours. Okay, so as you're editing, now this is your burn time down. This shows it arcing at the time down. Okay, and as you change, you just arrow left and right here, and it'll change you. And then when you go to, say that's number 1 we just did, you go through and change it. It'll come down here to X, and then you put in minus 10,000, hit enter. That'll change to a 2. You'll come through to number 2 program, and then you hit enter, and maybe you want to change that to 15,000. Enter. Now it's put it in memory. You've got to save it in memory. Okay. Now, moons, when the job's done, it'll go to sleep. It'll shut itself off and go back up home. This is coolant, the dielectric fluid. You can set a height in it that the dielectric fluid has to hit that height. Here's polarity, positive and negative. It'll burn from the bottom or burn from the top. We did a mold. We had to burn both halves of the mold. This is the RAM lock, and that's if you have an orbiter, like a R3, I think. Is that R3? These things are called the orbiters, and never had to use one. CR or R3, and the lock will lock the head down. Okay, this is just like you've seen on the remote, the quick travel. M1's quick travel down. M2's quick travel up. M3 is telling you that the doors are open. Okay. M4 is the same as the edit here. See the hand? See the hand. M5's turning the sound off if you want it. M6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are not used on this particular machine. You got the panic button if you need it. There's the on switch, and this will tell you at the time how much time you've been burning, and also save, load, and delete. Okay. When you're in the program too, one thing I do know, that as you set the steps in the program and you pull up memory here wise, that, see it? 1, 2, 3, okay? That is something that's in memory. And as you look up the book, it'll tell you that these are involved with it too. How many steps are in 1, 2, 3? That it'll tell you more as you look what X, Y, Z now are not reading digitally, DRO wise. It's helping you with the program that's above. See how it zeroed out all the program, it's ready. And as you go to 1, it'll change it to 1, 2, 3, and program it, save it in the memory. Okay, we are about to start adding fluid here. See what we got. Both of these doors seal just fine. A lot of machines you see out there do not seal just fine. Okay, as I throw the lock, let's start putting in our coolant, dielectric fluid. Okay, I hit the dielectric fluid. Okay, you can view down in there, just coming out the drain. You have three inlets, 3 outlets that come along with this. If you want to use them or not, you can turn them off over here at the manifold. Okay, let me set this down a minute. Now, let me skip over here a second to go my right side. Okay, you have the drain, open or closed. Okay, and you have the height set here. Okay, where you need to set this at the time. Okay, look how nice and clean. he kept himself pretty clean here. It comes along with 2 extra filters. I've not even looked in at the filter. More than likely, this guy ran such a clean shop, that filter's probably just as clean that's in here. You need to be, this machine says 50 millimeters around 10 millimeters below the fluid. The minimum depth of discharge below the fluid surface must be 50 millimeters. Yep, 2 inches above the work. You can see down there, see the red, yellow? See, it's pretty clean. Okay, his fluid's not bad at all. We're going to do a burn here coming up. Let me see if, okay, got my drain closed. Okay, get ourselves filled here enough to burn. And we'll come down and burn. I think I'm ready and set up for it. Let's see here if I can get myself to 0 yet, where we are burning. Okay, let me get out of this. Hold a minute. Go to the left there a little bit. See if you can see it burning down in there. You can hear it. And you see your gauge going along with it. Now we're at low settings. We don't even really got a program in as much as we have. That'll get a little bit better burn going. Is that electrode? I don't know if I'm squared up or nothing with it or not. Can you show up here? We're 0. We don't even have the electrode squared up. We didn't take a program and put it in memory. We're just 0. Some of the settings that were here. You can see as it's burning up and down. I'll be quiet in a minute that you can hear it run. Okay. See your timer. See your Z working. Okay. The Z working there, and then you got it over here too. Can you see the smoke over here burning? Does it show up in the video? Does it?
A little bit.
Okay. Voltage here, as you can see, working. Okay, now our amperage, remember, we're barely here burning at all. We're 0 on the amps up there. Okay, so let's see if we can hear ourselves burn and such. Is the smoke coming, as you can tell that it's burning off the right side there? Okay. Okay, if you can see it in the video, that's important. Okay, this comes with dielectric fluid. Okay, it looks dirty when you get it full, but it's a red, yellow, and you could see it coming out before when we had that manifold on that's clean. Okay, we're burning good here. Manual handles here. Okay, front and back to move your work where you need to put your work. This is a pretty big machine. This ain't too bad. You have to check the dimensions of it, but we had a mold that we had to fit in, and it fit in my other hands bit, and it just fit in here, I believe. Okay, with the remote, now the one thing I don't know here is right here, the Y's and the X's. I'm not learned with it. I think they're related to this. I do know that when you do your electrode, like I said, the touch off, it'll find half. I tried that, and it did work. And remember, did I go through the moon and stuff here? The moon is when it's done working, and this is cooling height, and this is polarity, which way you want it. You don't change that unless you're off at the time. And this is the RAM lock, in case you're using an orbiter. And this is rapid and slow. This has to do with the burn. You have to double check it. Same way with M1. M1, I know it said rapid down. M2 shows an arrow up. M3, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how it knows, but the door's shut or not. And you are not leaking at all. The seals and everything are good here. Did you notice too the setup on the RAM head there? That's some pretty looking work here of your little parallel type situations in your square and to hold your electrode. Okay, the pump works. The fluid, 30, 40 gallons. Not for sure what's here with it. It's included with it. Okay, I would say that you're probably going to end up wanting to pick up 20 gallons yet. I can supply the 20 gallons if needed. So anyway, and we'll get that to 50-gallon drum. That includes this thing's going to be on a skid. It's going, if it's gone, we've gone through it, and we're still burning here. And it includes this being wrapped up here, the control covers put back on, and the machine itself wrapped on a skid. If you want us to crate this thing, we probably could crate it. That's a separate price. Maybe deliver it if you want me to deliver it. You'd have to call me at 812-663-6311. 812-663-6311 to set up for getting this thing delivered to you. I can hook it up and I can teach somebody to burn with it. I'm not fully learned to control, but I got 4 hours in it, and I'm sitting there burning, so I'm not doing too bad with it. Anything else? Let's see here. This just tells you how much dielectric fluid you have in it to just stick. Okay, your on and off switches on the right side over here. We got that off on purpose, just because we hotboxed into it to get the machine to run. Filters in front here. Okay, it's clean. Can you zoom into the Hostek? I don't know if that'll show up or not. Hostek model numbers and such. And the guy that had this machine took care of this machine. He's 71, I heard, and his machine shop, all his tools were kept up and nice. This thing did not get abused at all. And nice. And repairing it, I don't see that's big a problem. And give me a second here. Hostek manuals. Okay, one is a user manual. The other one says user manual with it too. And it has the electrical, everything, how to use a piece of equipment. Okay, and you can see it takes you through pretty good. It got me running. Okay, and the other one here has electrical technical, they're calling it, and a lot of the electrical in this system. Okay, there's a schematic. If it in this book, I got another book. Then it's got schematics and everything of the drawings of the numbers. All this situation is numbered, where to look, what to do. I don't think this is the book. I got one other book yet that I seen the electrical situation in it. One of the two, unless it's the green one over here. I have another green book, goes with it. Yeah, I'll grab that. All right, should have had all this ready to go better. Okay, by the way, and it's got short notes too. This come with somebody that to teach himself the machine. They wrote themselves some of their own personal notes. Here's some of the, no, it's done under, that's still programming here. Okay, does that say technical? We have technology. Here it is. Here it is. We got a complete copy of this thing for you. Technology. Here's the machine itself. Okay. So, and it even has, yeah, that's it. Together. Okay, technology. We made it. We're copying, getting you a cleaner book of the thing put together. Okay. I think that's everything. Go ahead and turn it off.